And now for the most famous words in motorsport.
Drivers, start your engines!
They come down to the line, green flag goes in the air, 2 by 2 as they head off into turn number 1.
This is Cal Norton Jr. and this is Ricky Bobby. And you're watching Flying Aces YouTube channel. Wow.
Thank you, Ricky Bobby, Cal Norton Jr. bringing us on the air this evening, boys and girls. We got 2 massive races, and I mean massive. Race number 1, we are headed to Lucas Oil Speedway in the Big Block Dirt Modifieds, kicking off a series from Tyler Robinson. We're going 50 laps. The first up to 15 drivers that wants to join can race. And we're going to race for $200 in prizes over the next 6 races in this series. More on that in just a moment. Again, that courtesy of Tyler Robinson. Race number 2 tonight. We are ending our Martinsville race week. We're going to be in the Cup cars at the old paperclip, and it promises to be a good one. I hope anyway. But I do want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. Unfortunately, the weekend is about over. Back at it tomorrow. But we're going to have fun one last time here on Sunday evening. If you're watching in the future, this is a Sunday evening. I do have some terrible news. Denny Hamlin has won at Martinsville this afternoon. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the reality is that 11 car brought it home at Martinsville this afternoon. So anyway, we'll get through this together and mourn until we head to Darlington next week. Hopefully Denny's also good there, so hopefully he won't win back-to-back. But anyway, I want to welcome in PM3 Tank to 3 Wide Racing. Good evening to you, 3 Wide. And, of course, PM3, thank you guys for being channel members. Greatly appreciate that. William Bowles, top of the evening to you, and Direct Drive Motorsports, everybody. Hey, before we get moving on, let's say thank you to these guys. Stay caught up on our racing schedule at _FlyingAces on X or on Discord. There's a link in the description below. Need race-winning open setups on iRacing? Check out the official Coca-Cola iRacing NASCAR setup supplier at McConey Setup Shop. Save 10% off your order with promo code FlyingAcesTV. I want to thank RaceLab for providing us with our live stream standings, track map, and other useful racing widgets. If you're a live streamer or simply a sim racer, check out RaceLab. Looking for NASCAR diecast or NASCAR merchandise? Check out Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast. Save $5 off your order of $30 or more with the promo code FlyingAcesTV. You could walk away with $100 tonight, courtesy of Buddy Steele and Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare in Brandon, Mississippi. Drivers must win 2 races, have the Team Racers for Christ or a similar faith-based logo on both race-winning cars, and have an I rating of 3,000 or less at tonight's feature race to win the prize. Absolutely not, Kevin Hankins. I am not happy that Denny won. But look, he's good there, man. And plus, I didn't realize he hadn't won in 9+ years at Martinsville. I thought that was kind of crazy. Seems like he wins there at least once a year, but I guess not. Scott Nichols, everybody. Hey, Will, man. Yeah, Logano. How about nobody paid attention to this, and it's okay. But Logano got shuffled back to like 25th after he got spun out on the Chase Briscoe getting loose there late in the race. Son of a gun drove it up to P8 on that last run. So pretty impressive by that 22 bunch. Good evening, Spasm. Top of the evening to you. Look at that 30. Yes, you daggone right. Boys, Martin Fallon. Bam! For Dale right there. I know what that's for. I'm not sure if he wants me to let everybody know or not. But, man, you are a man of your word, Martin Fallon, everybody. Good evening to you. And thank you kindly for that. All right, let's get out here to the Lucas Oil Speedway out in, I think, Wheatland, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. It's a brand new track to me. Relatively new to iRacing within the past year. Oh, before we get moving too far further along, I want to show you this series. Tonight is Lucas Oil up above me here. We're going to go to Cedar Lake, Kokomo, Huset's, Port Royal, Lanier, and then Knoxville will be the last race. 2, 4, 6, 7 race series. Each race is 50 laps, fixed setup, 15 drivers. We're going to keep some points. P1's going to get a $100 bill, P2's a $50 bill, and P3's a $25 bill. So that, courtesy of Tyler Robinson this evening, is what we are doing. And tonight is race number 1. T-Rob Series 1 is your password if you want in. And I'm hoping just to finish all 7 races. Let's be honest. Oh, easy now. Them tires. You wait and see. Somebody will hit those tires, and it almost explodes the race car. It's crazy. Not like really exploding, but man, it does a serious damage to the race car. Hey, Jimmy J.C. Coker Jr. racing the Stuart Friesen dirt cars. Come on. That's right. That's exactly right. I bought the new ARCA car yesterday. You are in for a treat. Martin Fallon, you're in for a treat. 30 minutes from my house, Kevin Hankins says. Nice. Well, we're in your backyard this evening. I've owned the track for not very long. Bought it today. I like it, man. What an awesome facility it looks like here on iRacing. Looks like they take their dirt racing serious out in Wheatland, Missouri. There we go. Hit that tire. Speaking of Missouri, my St. Louis Cardinals.
Make sure it feels okay.
Won the first 3 games of the year.
You have a little damage to the front.
It can only go downhill from here, but it's been a good opening weekend for the Redbirds. Oh, I am still trying to learn this track. You can't let it coast through the corners. You can't be too aggressive. It's a very fine balance. Outlaw and his son Luke rode up to Cincinnati earlier today and checked out the Reds and Giants game.
In front of you on the high side.
That ended in a Reds defeat. I cannot sit here and say I am not happy, but Reds are in the same division as my Cardinals. But it wouldn't have broke my heart if the Reds won today, so Outlaw and Luke could have seen a Reds victory.
He's in the outside. He's on the outside.
Man, I'm telling you, I struggle here. I struggle just trying to get the car in a routine. It's going to be a long race for me, likely, but that's okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Jason. Jason Long, everybody. Top of the evening to you. Tom Sigmund. Anybody but the Cubs? Okay, I can buy that. I'm fully on board with that. Anybody but the Cubs. Oh, good Lord.
All right. I meant with the hands like.
Somehow I'm P2 on the leaderboard.
Slow on the top side.
And that's because I was the first one on the racetrack on the fresh dirt.
Slow car on the top. Watch in front of you. Going up top. Slow car on the bottom.
Now these cars are faster on the bottom. Not just at this track, but every track, it seems like, anyway. At least I'm told that.
On course.
It does. Looks like a high school track. I couldn't agree more. It's a really awesome facility. Again, I've never been here, of course, but just looking at it through iRacing, looks like a really modern facility. I think it was built in 2011-ish, something like that, maybe.
On the bottom inside.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Clear low.
Crap, I was trying to stay inside the cones and missed it.
Oh, man. All right. Can you assess anything? Did it hurt the wheel?
How did I become a Cardinal fan, Darren? Here, it's very simple. The year is 1987. I am 9 years old, and my 2 uncles, my mother's brothers, were big Cincinnati Reds fans. And my brother and I were getting into baseball about that age, and they took us to Cincinnati one weekend. And the Reds were actually playing the Mets. But we went into the Reds team store, and I saw this banner,
inside.
and I still have that banner. It's hanging in my classroom
Clear,
of a Redbird sitting on a bat, and I thought that was cool as it could be. And I just remember liking the St. Louis Cardinals from that banner. And then in 87, later on that year, they go to the World Series, and that kind of just solidified it for me. Again, I was 9 years old. Didn't really have a favorite team at that point. Was just at that point getting into baseball. So that's how the Redbirds become my favorite team. Crap.
Nice and easy, bud.
Bad day. Agreed, Billy de Blasio. Couldn't agree more. Not a good day when that 11 car finds the victory lane. I'm afraid he's going to go back-to-back next week at Darlington. That's my biggest fear. But hats off to him, man. He didn't do anything stupid today to ruin his shot at winning. My goal is to stay on the lead lap. A little tear-off going on right there. Can't run a good dirt car without a good tear-off. We all know that. If we can stay on the lead lap, we'll be okay. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is part of a Tyler Robinson 7 race series. Going to be 4 brand new tracks. I literally had to buy it today because I didn't own them. So that'll be 4 new tracks we see on the channel here. Winner of the series going to take home a $100 bill. Then we got a $50 bill for P2.
Low one on the very top.
And I do believe P3 is a $25 bill. Let me get off the track here. Ozzy's backflip, absolutely, man. And then you had guys like Ozzie Smith and, of course, the heritage of the St. Louis Cardinals. To a 9-year-old, I didn't know about that heritage. But, yes, Brandon Smith, there is 2 spots left. Huge Cardinals fan. Also my backyard, daggone right. That's what I thought, Kevin. That's what I thought. Glad it's not the Kansas City Royals you're a fan of. Yes, Brandon, you are race entry number 7 at Martinsville. So we have 2 open spots. If anybody wants to claim those, they can. If not, we'll race for them. Smith. Give me 1 second here. Brandon Smith. Where is Brandon Smith? All right, so we will go to the Strictly Stock Fund on that, and they will have 23 race credits remaining. Brandon Smith taking entry number 7 at the Martinsville Speedway here in just a little bit. So we got Jesse Cottrell, West Pauley, Tyler Clare, Alex Cronky, Brandon Green of Diamond Racing, Dirty Dan Taylor, and then Brandon Smith are our 7 race credit entries at Martinsville for the feature. Let's get out here as we got literally just a couple of minutes left. See how many drivers we have in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 competitors for this one. Let's get back out on the track and see these things in action. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's see the 6 car. This is Brandon Green. Let's take a look at this paint. Pretty fun little car to paint. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot of guesswork. Add a sign, wraps. That's a good looking piece. I'm not sure if he painted that or grabbed it from Trading Paints, but it's a good looking ride. Took a lot of time to paint. That is Brandon Green of Diamond Racing. This 66, the old Skull Bandit, belongs to John Creighton. They call him the good doctor. John
Straight
Creighton.
cash, homie.
My good
Straight
Lord.
cash.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, boys? Kevin Hankins. Do a random draw, P1 through 7. Do 1 or split into 2, 5. Leave it to you, sir, and Royals. Yeah, amen to that. Do a random draw 1. We're talking about at Martinsville, or are we talking about at here at Lucas Oil, Kevin? Either one is awesome with me. Just please let me know. Thank you very much for that. That is the Dr. John Creighton. Again, Brandon Green. Yeah, here you go. A little Strictly Stock action. That is West Poly, the one-man party. Here's another brand new here. Tyler Robinson, member of the Strictly Stock Motorsport Empire. You kidding me? Look at that. The rich just keeps on getting richer. Then there's my Smith & Wesson machine. And there's Doc Creighton. Let's find out who we have missed here. Ty Leclerc. Let's get Ty on here. Let's find out where he is at. Driver, where are you, driver? There he is in that number 32 machine. Sun's going down, so a little dark. A little dark at the moment. Steve Shaw, one of our favorite Canadian racers. That is Steve Shaw in that 54. Mike's Delivery and Assembly Service. Aaron Allman in that number 44. Speaking of Stuart Friesen, got some Halmar. Number 44 right there. And Joe Francois has yet to turn a hot lap, I do believe. We'll have not got him on here yet. Well, we got about 3 seconds remaining until we qualify. I'm going to go ahead and pull that password down to clear some screen real estate. T-Rob Series 1 is your password. This is Tyler Robinson Series, race number 1. And we have 9 competitors for this one. Let me pull down that. If you are if you're wanting in T-Rob Series 1, the password, I'm going to go ahead and pull that down. Whew. Good Lord. I'm kind of in over my head. I'll be the first to admit it here with the dirt in these cars. And certain tracks, I think at Knoxville we ran these and I was okay in them. Hey, Troy Thompson. Congratulations on the... Boys, how about that? He drove it from like 23rd, 24th, all the way up to P8 on that last run. A great job by driver number 22. The main team, thank you very much, Kevin. Do appreciate that. Kevin for the main. So that's Martinsville. Well, Kevin Hankins, boys and girls, 2. Random draws. We'll get that on the race sheet here in a moment after we qualify. There is Joe Francis in that number 9 machine. Let me hop out here. We'll go qualify it. That's a big old bump coming out of pit road.
Green flag.
Like I just can't get that rear end to stick. For whatever reason. And I know I've got it up in the slick right now, but she just won't stick to get that drive up out of the corner. Anyway, we're P5. Chances are that's going to wind up being P9 with a 15.4. I think I was I don't remember what it was in practice. Practice I was a 14.4. That's a full second. However, you're starting to see a lot of guys a lot slower than practice. Of course, the track conditions were different. We got 10 now. Gavin Hibbs has joined us of Strictly Stock Motorsports. Was the Empire. The Empire. They're well represented, those guys. And to my knowledge, the ones I know and have met.
Straight cash, homie.
Oh, straight up
cash.
individuals. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? 3Y P17, lap 17. That, of course, Martin Fallon is our Chad Denton Memorial Lap. Let's go ahead and get that on the race sheet. Kevin Hankins, everybody. We're going to go, that's, of course, via a super chat. We're going to go random draw 1, and that's for a $5 bill. And we'll go random draw 2. That, too, is for a $5 bill. And we're going to go Martin Fallon. Also via a super chat. We're on lap 17, P17. I might be in the running for that. Oh, wait, time out. We only have 15 cars, Martin. We only have 15 cars. So, can you choose another position other than 17? Please and thank you. We only have 15 cars at Martinsville this evening. But again, that is our Chad Denton Memorial Lap. So please let me know, Martin, which other position you would like to see that as. Random draw 1 through 7. That, of course, is Kevin Hankins. P1 through P7. P1 through P7. Okay. Again, Martin, I will check out the chat here in just a brief moment. Please enlighten me on which lap, or which position, I should say, instead of lap. We got the lap 17. We will have 17 laps, but we will not have 17 cars. That is again, Martinsville, a very strict 15 driver cap. Billy de Blasio, welcome to the Truck Series.
Will you look at that? New channel member. Thank you.
Billy, thank you kindly for that. As always, man. Position lap 3. Okay. So lap 3, P17. Copy that. Lap 17, P3. Hey, we're going to, do it for Chad, of course, on the lap 17. But bam, we're doing it for Dale with position number 3. Come on. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, boys, we're under the lights. We are under the lights. Again, we're at the Lucas Oil Speedway. We are out in Wheaton, Missouri. And I have qualified at P8 out of 9 cars that took a qualifying time. The good doctor did not put down a qualifying time. Steve Shaw is our pole sitter. Tyler Leclerc is second. Tyler Robinson third. That's our top 3. All right. I wished I knew a whole lot more about these cars on what to adjust here, but I don't. I've not even asked or researched. I guess it truly doesn't matter. We've got to be able to wheel it no matter what kind of car we have. All right, it is just about time to grid them up. As we sit here, we're going to do some fireworks.
We have 1 set of tires. Going to be on the outside of the restart here. Closed. The estimated strength of the field is 1,760. I know it's going to be an annual thing here.
There we
guys,
go.
Let's make sure we're getting a good
Gentlemen,
look at all our stuff.
as we roll
Make sure
off
all the
here at
people that
Lucas
aren't
Oil
directly related
Speedway.
with the team are standing back.
Tonight is race number
Get behind
1
the 10.
of 7 brought to us by Tyler Robinson. You may know him as T-Rob. We're going to keep point standings for this series. P1 will get 15 points. P2 will get 14 points, all the way down to... Actually, it's open to 15 drivers, so if there were 15 drivers, you would get 1 point. So, anyway, we're going to keep points that way. Again,
We're on 1 to go.
series winner gets a $100 bill. All that courtesy
man,
of
we
Tyler
got
Robinson.
something to look forward
More
to.
on the
Little
prizes in a moment. You got a
here.
faster pair and 1 extra set of
Okay,
tires.
stars
Best of luck to all
ready?
competitors. Oh, shoot. Okay, okay. That is 50 and 25. Okay. I was making sure of the prizes. I forgot. I didn't want to misquote myself.
Inside. Clear, clear, clear. 1 inside. Clear. That was a good job.
I think this track is just naturally slow in the corners.
Inside. Clear, clear, clear.
Sorry.
Working the bottom. Clear.
You can see I'm not getting off the corners as well as the others. Already got some guys moving to the top. That's where the good dirt is.
Brain loud. Spin, spin. My man, you put it on him. Poker on the bottom. Working the bottom inside.
Caution is out. Caution laps will count for this
Okay,
one.
look here, Tom, to make sure everything looks
Pretty
okay.
good little run to kick things
Closed.
off.
Two roads closed. Coming around it.
Thought you had me there, Doc.
You're going to have to come around the pace car. They could be lining up behind the
Did
30.
you get any damage when I tapped your rear end there?
No, absolutely not. No. And I didn't even know it. Guys, I forgot there are 3 green-white checkers for this race, too. And again, P2 is a $50 bill, and P3 is a $25 bill for the series. Again, all that courtesy of T-Rob, Tyler Robinson.
Thanks, T-Rob.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks, T-Rob.
No problem, boys.
Boys, they're starting to take that dirt racing a little
Big
seriously.
Gunk ain't throwing in with you?
Pit road is open.
If you don't know that Tyler, his
Hello.
uncle is Brandon Green. We got driver number 6 right here in front of us. That, of course, is Brandon Green. Again, throughout this series, we will take up to 15 drivers. I understand Sunday nights, we got some March Madness. We got some NASCAR. People probably a little occupied on the Sundays. League racing on Sunday nights. But we do have 6 more races in this series. You dirt racing aficionados,
if everything holds true.
you may want to join.
Deep breath.
I know we do have a lot of dirt racers that
Pace cars off.
love the dirt racing.
You ready?
I've been accused of not running enough dirt. I've been accused of many other things too, but of one is not running enough dirt races.
The 33 is the leader. Green. Fast guy's running 28.999. Just having taking care of our booth.
Tear off!
Working the bottom. Clear. So real good pace you're running there, bud. Inside. Still inside. Clear low. Inside. Clear.
Crap. Too slow in the corner. She came around with me. I had her dialed in for a little bit and got a little too slow. I got trapped in behind a car, slower car. And I had to roll out and she went down the hill with me. So we are back in 8th place. We had 10 cars start this one.
Leader is running 15.133. Smoker on the bottom.
That caution will come out. That is West Volley.
Anything to say about the
Likely
car?
the same thing as me.
Pit road is closed. You're behind the 9.
These things love to be throttled up. Or at least gentle throttle at all times. Like most dirt cars, they are set up to turn left, so if they are turning left and not being applied to throttle, they're going to move down that track a little bit with you. It's a pretty good run so far, man.
Open. If they pit, we'll pit. If they stay out, we'll stay out. What do you think?
Hey, everybody, let it be known, Daryl Howell is with us.
The road is closed.
The party can now start.
Sydney Port. Got the lucky dog.
J'étais Park lap 3,
babe.
P3 would mean
Pretty
position
fast
3 on
coming
lap 3, would it
outside.
not?
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind.
I guess
Sydney
you're
Port.
right. P3 lap 3. Got you. I will change that. I thought it was P3 lap 17. My bad. So, Martin, if you could 100% clarify, let's sling some mud right on. So, is
One
it
to go.
P3 lap
You'll
3,
be outside. Catch your
or is it
breath. Easy on
P3
the
lap
tires, remember.
17?
All right, boss man.
We're
Pace
going back
cars
at it.
off.
Good
You
evening,
ready?
GT. Gerald Tom, everybody. Gerald Tom. J'étais Park. I might be letting the cat out of the bag, and it's not going to be a secret much longer. But I'm just going to say one thing. I hope you like some Talladega. We got Talladega coming up on the schedule,
Green flag.
and I hope you like it. If you've let that iRacing subscription run out, may I
Inside.
suggest
Two inside.
you
One
sign
inside.
back up.
And clear.
I'm just going to leave it at that. GT Park Racing is going to present to us Talladega Week.
status 15.168.
Pardon me for not doing a lot of talking. It's a lot of concentration.
Caution.
Okay,
Save,
okay,
save,
okay.
Save. How is your car? The road is closed. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 44.
I like this 44 by. That is Aaron Allman.
Just a little past halfway. Make sure you're getting something to drink. Get behind the 44. We should be behind the 44.
All right, so P3 lap 17. P3 lap 17. I can confirm. Hey, it's Chris Carter.
Open. Pit road
Columbus,
is
Ohio,
open.
everybody. P3 lap 17.
road is
Copy
closed.
that.
How are you supposed to pit when they open pit road and then close it 5 seconds later?
I'm not sure. I don't even know where pit road is. I know where you come off of. I don't know how you get there. But it would be nice to be able to pit. I feel Doc Creighton's pain. I do indeed. The ambassador, everybody. Spasm is the ambassador.
1 to go. All right, man. Well, you'll be on the inside here for this restart.
Oh, don't pit. It gives you a 2-lap
Nice
penalty.
deep breath here.
Oh, gosh.
You ready to go?
Not good.
Pace car's off. Be ready.
Not good.
Be ready.
Stay ready, boys. We're on lap 28, coming to 29 of the scheduled 50.
Green flag. Fast guys are running 29.892. Outside, outside. Clear.
I do not like the bottom. I would much rather be on the top.
You better keep it up now.
Steve Shaw pulling off the old slide job.
Inside, inside. Still inside. Clear, clear, clear. Inside. Clear low.
I think I climbed on the tire of West Poly. It'll cost me a
Good
couple of
job.
spots,
Lots of room out the back.
but no caution.
The interval is 6.6. Leaders are running 15.3.
They got me sawing on that wheel. Hey, good dirt track, by the way. Failed to mention that. This is a fun little track. Uh-oh. Not fast enough through that corner. started coming around with me. Working lap number 39 of the scheduled 50. Be about 10 to go. I'm gonna need another caution if I am to gain any positions.
So you know, fast guys are running 15.461. 10 to go.
Looks like everybody's up on top now. Too slow through the corner. Need that momentum to turn that car. Just going to ride here, try to stay on the lead lap. Stay out of the leader's way if they catch us. Uh-oh. Entered too easily.
5 more laps, man. 5 more. Bring it up. Good job. You keep it up, man. Tell us about the car. Leaders are running 15.504.
Still 4 seconds ahead of the leader. Wouldn't care to see a caution here.
This is the white flag.
It does appear that I am going to stay on the lead lap, which is always my first and foremost goal. Never a threat to go down the lap.
In front of you against the wall.
Right, boys.
That was a lot of fun. That was indeed a lot of fun. Nice win, Ty. Tyler Leclerc,
You're
our
still
race
smiling
winner
about that, aren't
this
you?
evening.
Second time around these cars, they're a blast.
Yes, they are.
I just bought the track too, it's fun.
Yeah, definitely a great track and great car. Agreed, 100%.
We're coming through by the truck. Coming your way.
All right,
Before
let's
our
take a
opening
look here
tonight.
at the Ty Leclerc entry. Ty wound up winning by a total of about 5 seconds. Had a 5-second lead over Tyler Robinson. Oh, boys, that's going to be a pretty race-winning photograph opportunity there, with the Lucas Oil Speedway in the background, lit up at nighttime. Is he going to be able to... Oh, he's going to... A little victory burnout, one more lap. Okay, let's back this up. I saw an awesome right here. Right here, that's going to be our race winner. Race-winning photograph. Lucas Oil Speedway, that of course is Ty Leclerc. Driver number 32. All right, let me save this to the old desktop so we do not forget. Tyler Leclerc at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Lucas Oil Raceway is the oval up in Indianapolis. This is Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. All right, let's take a look at our look at the whole field. We have 10 cars. There's Tyler Leclerc. Here's Tyler Robinson. T-Rob in that strictly stock motorsport number 13 machine. Aaron Allman with a good run there in third place. Wes Polly up to fourth place, another strictly stock entry. Brandon Green, a solid effort in that number 6 car. I was able to bring her home in 6th in the old Smith & Wesson. She's been a little beat up. John Creighton finished in the 7th spot, the good doctor in that Skull Bandit. Joe Francois was 1 lap off the pace, but finished in 8th. Steve Shaw in 9th in that 54 car. Let's see what happened to Steve-O. Lap 20, he had an issue, not sure with whom. Or maybe it's by himself, I don't know. We're under caution here. Let's see. Yeah, I think Steve-O may have spun it out. It may have hit one of them tires. Maybe? Oh, it looks like a tire. Oh, it was a tire. It was a tire. That is, of course, is Steve Shaw. And then Gavin Hibbs, 44 laps off the pace. Was running up in the 3rd spot when he disconnected on lap number 6. Anyway, we'll look at the car. Just a stock paint scheme. Or he may have disconnected. Yeah, I think he probably disconnected. But anyway, boys, Tyler Leclerc, our race winner this evening. Driver number 32 in the Cellular Sales number 32 car. All right, that's going to do it. If you are just wondering, that is the series we just started. You see the schedule on your left. Next race will be Cedar Lake. I'm not sure exactly when that'll be. Whenever Tyler can do it, we're going to do it. But that is the promo for the series itself. All right. It is now time to get our cup cars out. And boys, we're heading to Martinsville Speedway. Let me get this baby in the queue right quick. Again, it will be a 15-car feature, or up to 15 cars in the feature. At this moment, we have 7 race credit entries. Myself making 8. That currently would leave 7 spots to race for. We'll see how many we get in the heat race, or heat race room, I should say. We may not have to run a heat. It's 20 laps for the heat. We do have a green-white checker. Cautions are on. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls. This potential heat race is in the queue. We'll let it get hot. Need to go refresh the chat. My Google Chrome has ran out of the memory, so I got to go reset that. That was good race, Tyler. B-Rad, Butterbean Arca 28B Nation. This is the Cup race. Going to be next gen. All right, it's going to be the next gen. Okay,
I understand.
Hush, Google.
It sounds like...
Anytime we tweet out or post out NASCAR Cup Series, it is the modern day Cup car. And change that banner. Right on, right on. Let's not forget that. Thank you kindly for that. We'll go ahead and get that done. Absolutely. Just going to watch tonight, not doing flags. Copy that, brother. Look, you're probably still recovering from that Xfinity race the other night. We had 21 caution flags. Good Lord. Yeah, I know. No bueno, Michael Gregory. No bueno right there. Gavin Hibbs, I see him in the chat. What happened to Gavin? Been dealing with some freezing with iRacing. Understood, man. Understood. Yeah, I noticed there you were P3 on lap 6 and just did not finish out the race. Buster Malcolm, good evening to you. JC, Jimmy Coker, he is from Florence, South Carolina. Of course, got Chris Carter there from Columbus, Ohio. All right, waiting on this room to go hot. I don't think I need to change everything over. We did an oval, so only thing I need to change was that background banner, and we got that changed, and we're ready to go cup racing here at Martinsville. We're going to be 200 laps tonight. 200 laps for the feature event. Let's find out if we need to run a heat race or not. All right, the room is hot. Let me punch in this password. typing with gloves on here. It's a little bit more difficult. All right. If you're wanting in tonight, your password, if you want to take a shot at Martinsville, it's going to be paperclip5. Paperclip5 is the password for this event. Did you run a full field with, ran 15. 15 full field. 15 full field. And yes, had 21 cautions. Yes. We'll be 15 again tonight if we have that many that wants to run it. The man can drive, but I hate him. Same way here, man. Definitely talented race car driver. Going to be a Hall of Famer despite not winning a championship. Today was win number 55. Still, though, I just don't like his personality. That's it. I'm with you, man. Must be something about bad Xfinity. No kidding. Was last night's Xfinity race. Whew. Lord, that was a doozy. That was a doozy. But we did get Austin Hill winning it. Denny Hamster. 6th career win at the paperclip for Denny Hamlin. All right. We are in the Cup cars, of course. Braking is the secret. Being able to slow this car down is going to be the challenge. All right, let's get out here. I'm going to flip my master cylinders. I'm going to go down a little bit on them brakes and going to roll off with a 2.8 and put that offset at 0. That's what I'm going to run. Did some practice today. That's where I was the fastest. I might be a full second off. I don't know. But that is where I am the fastest. And I need to go and turn on some forced feedback. Been using the Marvin's Awesome iRacing app for the forced feedback, and I do like it. I do like it. It really enhances the forced feedback.
Slowing on the bottom. Inside. Still on the inside. Inside's clear.
You really feel them brakes locking up. If you're a late breaker, they're going to lock up on you.
Is the fastest car on the track. 20.375. Front of you against the wall on the outside. The 95 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 19.738.
Oh yeah, throttling up too early.
I
mean, it's the same story with every single car, but especially these. You throttle up too early, you're going around.
The fastest car on the racetrack. 19.654. Car's moving, he's on the bottom. The 95 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 19.639. That's it, those are the lap times we need, man. Keep digging. Got one stopped on the apron in front of you there. Slow one on the top in front of you. Slow on the bottom, slow on the bottom, slow on the bottom.
Car feels good. Brakes feel good.
Slow and coming backwards. The 57 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 19.588. Car's moving, he's on the bottom.
I can drive it in a little harder, but that is not what I'm going to be doing in a race.
In front of you against the wall. Good lap. Good job. Good lap, that's what we need. At 95 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 19.572.
In practice earlier today, I was in the 19.7s.
I'm gonna have a slow one at the
Today I'm
bottom.
just in the 20
Have trouble
flats
down the
this
bottom,
evening.
down the bottom.
Pull her down pit road. We're going to look at the point standings for the series.
Oh, the slow car on the bottom.
Ooh, 35. That is a black flag if I've ever seen one. Let's exit the race car. Give me 1 second here. I do want to pull up our standings for the series. Let me get it on the screen here. Let me find it over here. There we go. Show off the screen, not the right screen, not the middle screen, but the left screen. Here we go. We'll enlarge this. Someone's looking at it live in real time. That is the anonymous Uka. I'm not sure what kind of animal that is. Google does some weird stuff. But anyway, this is Martinsville Race Week. Here is our we'll go top, looks like top 10-ish. Ty Leclerc at 57 points, Alex Cronky at 44. I am currently in third with 35 points. Brandon Smith, Holt Johnston right there knocking on the door, along with Ollie Cordell, West Polly, and James Cato knocking on the door of getting inside that top 5 or even top 3. The Godfather is at 19 points. He could easily get up here and win him some cash. But we've had, I don't know how many drivers that is, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I don't know, it looks like about 25, 26 drivers scoring a championship point this week. It's been a lot of fun. Been a whole lot of fun. But Ty Leclerc, Alex Cronky, your top 2. That is still a battle for P1. It is possible for Cronky mathematically to catch Ty Leclerc, so we'll see how tonight plays out. Carlos Maciel, try staying in 4th gear will help you not spin off. I'll try that. I will try that. I will certainly try that. Now, let me see what I can do here. We'll stay in 4th gear and see where I'm at as far as speed. That's a good point, man. Never even thought about that. You know, you watch the Cup race on TV and you see them downshifting. You instantly think, well, I need to downshift here. Let's see how much faster or slower 4th gear is.
Damn, dude, that was the fastest lap we've run in a while.
All right, there we go, boys. We're staying in 4th gear. Thank you, Carlos. My personal fastest lap. Now, I'm not anywhere near the
bottom.
near the leaders, but still.
It's on the bottom.
But it's still very possible to spin it, even if in fourth gear. But still, though, pretty good lap. 19.934. That is a 4/10 off of, say, Gavin Hibbs. And that is me just not driving it deep into the corner. Would have to adjust the brakes to get deeper into the corner. And I don't want to do that. I don't trust myself. I want a very steady Eddie, Larry Eddie, type of brake to where I know what I'm going to get each and every lap. All right. I am ready for summer. Absolutely. Preach it, B-Rad. Jeffrey Cormier, everybody. Third may give more ace. It allows you to turn in a little better. I know that. Hitting it down, pulling it down in the third gear will help that nose rotate a bit. But as long as you're on the brakes properly, you're going to be okay. All right, 2, let's see, Gavin Hibbs, William Johnson, Alex De La Rocha, John Creighton, Aaron Allman is 5, Umberto Alba 6, Steve Shaw 7, George Buck 8, Richard Robb 9, Mitchell Moore 10. Those guys will be running in the heat race. So we have at this moment 7 available spots. We will have to run the heat race. It's going to be a 20 lapper. And at this moment, we'll take our top 7. Once we get to the end of practice, or qualifying actually, once we get to the end of qualifying, there are no more race credit entries because we have to know the amount of drivers that will make it into the feature. So by the end of qualifying, we have another minute and 20 seconds of practice, then 5 more to qualify. Our field will be set with the amount of drivers. I'm not in it because of this dang fungi. Oh, son of a gun. I hope you get that cured up. All right, so big disparity between Gavin Hibbs and all the way back the rest of the field. I'm kind of mid-pack, and I'm 4/10 off. I'll tell you what I wanted to do. Thought about it a moment ago, and I need to make sure I do this. I want to calibrate my steering and pedals. My throttle was not good a couple nights ago. I was not reaching 100% on the throttle. And it's been a while since I've calibrated. Let's go 900 here at Martinsville. And let's get depress the throttle. There we go. Press that brake. There we go. Okay. All right, looks good. The car feels good. Let's go take a quick look at some of these paint schemes. We'll kick things off with the old Smith & Wesson Ford Mustang. That is my car. That is Gavin Hibbs in that number 95. The 117 is Alex De La Rocha. The 25 is the dirty one, Dan Taylor. Let's go back in here and practice. Let me announce. Guys, we will have to run the heat race. Let's go back into practice.
So is it like top 5 automatically through, or what's the format?
No, it looks like Alex De La Rocha got you in there. Looks like the top 6 finishers from the heat race will go on. As of right now, it'll be formal and final by the end of qualifying. If there's one more race credit spot, if anybody wanted to claim that, then it would be top 5. But at the moment, there's 1 race credit spot available, and that makes 6 spots available for the feature. So I hope that makes sense. Got it, Alex. Alex De La Rocha. Hey, is there a chance I could use my race credit? Yes. Alex De La Rocha. Give me a moment. Let me get this cleared up here. Alex De La Rocha. De La Rocha. He has 1 remaining. Alex De La Rocha will have 1 remaining. Copy that. We'll go up here and throw that under race entry spot number 8. That is 1 race credit spot available, and myself making 8 and myself makes 9, and then that gives us 6 spots. 6 spots. Let me mention this. You have 1 remaining If I could type with gloves. One remaining. Oh, man. Okay. And let me send that. All right. So at the moment, 6 drivers will race their way in from here. All right, Tom, I'm going to need you this evening, buddy. Going to need you this evening. All right, let's stay in 4th gear. The brakes are very firm. But I know they're not. I shouldn't wheel hop unless I get in late.
Green flag, green flag.
I just got to be patient. There we go. There's my qualifying. 19.88. 19.88. Green flag stop practice. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're not going to have any green flag stops. I just don't think that's wise for us to do right now. That's just speculation. We have 120 laps of fuel. We will have to be on pit road a minimum of 1 time. We have 5 additional sets of tires. All right, again, Gavin Hibbs, John Creighton, William Johnson, Aaron Allman, Umberto Alba, George Buck, Steve Shaw is 7, Mitchell Moore is 8, Richard Robb is 9. So we are going to go 6 out of those 9 competitors will join us in the feature. We got 55 seconds. Let me check the X/Twitter. Make sure there's no requests over here. I do not see any. Okay, so we're good there. Let me check the Discord. I'll give that a thumbs up, Scott Nickel, replying on Discord. So no requests over there. We'll turn off the messaging for this one. And we're going to go, how many make it?
Alex, you from Michigan? Cranky?
Sorry, Umberto, let me interrupt right quick. William, it's top 6 finishers from the heat race. So nobody from qualifying is automatically in. Top 6 finishers from the heat race. And I will type that in case.
You have any storm damage from today?
No, I got lucky. It actually blew right past us. We had a lot of thunder and heavy rain. It went pretty quick and didn't really get that much wind.
So we are scheduled to get some pretty good thunderstorms
right
this
on.
evening.
Yeah. Oh, same here.
Oops, my bad. Hey, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Had it over on OBS. Hit the wrong button. That is our pace car this evening. We should have 9 cars, 6 drivers, moving on to the feature. We'll pull that password off. Paperclip 5 is it. Got Gavin Hibbs. We got John Creighton making up our front row. 20 laps here coming up. Hopefully we can go caution free. Let's be realistic. Probably ain't going to happen. But we'll find out. It's been a very fun Martinsville week. Race 1 and 2 was just outstanding. Had 2 cautions each race. And then races 3 and 4, which was truck and Xfinity. You could call that a manure show if you wanted to. I would not be offended. I would not be offended. However, we're not shying away from Martinsville. We're going to race it. And if tonight turns out to be 15, 20 cautions, so be it. Somebody's got to win it. Somebody's got to survive it. And it's going to be fun trying. But that is our official pace car, boys. You've got Gavin Hibbs, our pole sitter, John Creighton on the outside. And that as a Kyle Larson throwback coming up this weekend at Darlington, that is William Johnson. The 79 Ally machine is Aaron Allman. That 12 car is Umberto Alba. You've got George Buck and that Haviline machine. More like a Bobby Johnson. I look at that now as a Bobby Johnson paint scheme, not so much as a Davey Allison. The 14, it's a good-looking piece. Ran by Joey Logano about 3 years ago at Darlington. That's Mitchell Moore. And then you got the 6 car. That, of course, is Richard Robb. He will round out our field starting in the 9th position, I do believe. I think we have 9 cars. That's what I counted earlier. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. We only got 8 cars. Somebody did not grid up. Mitchell Moore is here. George Buck is here. Umberto Alba. Aaron Allman. William Johnson. John Creighton. Gavin Hibbs. Steve Shaw? Steve Shaw did not grid. Steve-O did not grid. Okay. So we'll see. All right, drivers, Steve Shaw has not gridded yet. That takes us down to 8 cars, so the top 6 finishers from this one goes on to the feature. You have a faster pair and 1 green-white checker. Best of luck to all competitors. All right, here we go. We'll go back up front. That hideous pace car is going to make its way off. Gavin Hibbs. We'll go one more time around. That'll give us time to set it on TV camera 2. And let's watch Gavin Hibbs and John Creighton. See how these guys pace the field. Again, 8 cars fighting for 6 spots. Our automatic entries for this one will include Jesse Cottrell, West Polly, Ty LeClaire, Alex Cronky, Brandon Green, Dan Taylor, Brandon Smith, Alex De La Rocha, and myself. That'll give us 9. Our top 6 finishers from here will give us our 15-car field for that feature. Pace car is off. They get to the Geico restart zone. That number 95 Chevrolet
Green.
takes us to the green. Oh, Umberto spun it. Caution is out. Caution is out. Caution is out for that. Caution is out. We'll see the 14 machine. That is Umberto Alba. He will spin it here on the bottom. Umberto, are you going to pit?
What was that, JW?
Just wondering how much time you'll need on pit road. We could skip a lap if we need to.
Must have the wrong car, JW.
My bad. Who's in that 14? Oh, I'm sorry. That was Mitchell. My apologies, Umberto.
It's all good, JW.
Okay. Are we good to skip a lap? Are we on the 2 to go right now? If we're on the 2 to go, it won't be a problem.
Not yet.
Okay. So are we good to skip a lap of this caution period?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fellas, we'll go green next time by. There we go. Always love that feature, boys. iRacing, there is so much that they give you. And I learn almost weekly something brand new about iRacing. Love the feature to skip a lap of caution. And I know these competitors do too, especially in a heat race. You don't want to be pacing around when you can be racing. At least I would. Let's put it on TV camera 1. Watch it a little bit closer here. Gavin Hibbs going to be on the outside. John Creighton is going to lead us back to the green.
Green.
Uh-oh, Richard Robb going around, and that too will bring out a caution flag. That will bring out the caution.
Make sure you got your release mark correct coming into pit
Again,
road.
just too hard on the
Thank you,
brakes.
sir.
I'm guessing too hard on the brakes. We can go rewind that. I don't think there was any contact. There wasn't. Richard just got it in a little
Hey,
hot.
bud, you can't park there.
That rear end just came around with him. Kind of like Chase Briscoe today when he sent Joey Logano spinning, that son of a gun. But man, what a drive that 22 had back to the front. Finished in
Just about
P8.
did it there.
See if anybody's
Man.
on pit road.
Have you been? You gotta put that in the bottle, Doc.
I was messing around with this thing on my desk and look up and I'm sideways.
Oh
Under
my.
caution.
Uh-oh, that ain't no good. Can't tell if there's anybody on pit road or not. Let's get this out here, way out here. I don't see anybody on pit road. I'll ask again, gentlemen, tell me if you're not, but can we skip a lap of caution?
Do it.
If nobody objects, we'll go green next time by. There we go. Was I tell you what? Now, I obviously didn't go today. My daughter visited us this weekend from her home in Tennessee. So it made it, and I wouldn't miss that for the world. But I do go to Martinsville as often as I possibly can. No better place on the NASCAR schedule to watch a race than at Martinsville Speedway. I've camped many times over there on the backstretch. I've sat over here in 3 and 4 many times. I've sat everywhere around here. Souvenir trailers are over here outside of turn number 4. We're getting back after it. Here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. The good doctor, our race leader. Again, our top 6 will go on to the feature. At the moment, we're showing 7 cars on the racetrack. John Creighton giving up that spot to Gavin Hibbs. Mitchell Moore riding, no, excuse me, Humberto Alba riding in that 3rd spot. Aaron Allman in the 4th spot. Humberto Alba in the 5th spot. And let's see, Mitchell Moore passing Richard Robb. 2, 4, 5. And right now, it is Mitchell Moore in the 6th spot. And Richard Robb, the first car out of this one at the moment. Richard trying to find the handle on that Brad K Exide number 6. Looks like he's not applying enough brake pressure to get her woed up. He's washing up the track a little bit. I say that, and obviously I don't know what I'm doing half the time either. But that looks like not getting enough brake into that car. And he's going to spin it again. Just throttled up too quickly. And he would tell you the same thing. Caution will come out. I think Richard has exited the race car. All right, we stay green. We stay green. A very noble gesture by Richard Robb. I think he did the old Alt F4, or he towed it quickly and did not bring out the caution. So Gavin Hibbs in P1, John Creighton in 2nd. 3rd place will be William Johnson. 4th is going to be Aaron Allman, and 5th is Humberto Alba. Our final car in at this moment is Mitchell Moore as we work lap 13 of the scheduled 20. Caution is out. Aaron Allman. Aaron Allman spinning that car. Let's take a look and see what happened to the 79. Probably locked the brakes up. Yeah, I think so. Nope, excuse me. I think he throttled too early. And that is Aaron Allman taking it for a spin. Will not be the last time this evening that a car goes around due to throttling up a little too early. My plan, the first 100 laps, stay out of trouble, don't spin the car, don't wheel hop it, and see where I'm at the end of the night. I really need that P3 finish. That prize is worth $15. I need to stay inside the top 3 in the points. I've not had the best finishes all week long, but I've been fairly steady, somewhere inside the top 10, and that's gotten me P3 in the prizes. Our series champion will win a $50 prize this evening. At the moment, that is Ty Leclerc. P2 is going to take home a $25 prize. That, at the moment, is Alex Kroenke. I'm currently in the 3rd position. In fact, I can show those off here. Anybody object if we skip a lap of caution? We might already be on 1 to go.
Let go.
We'll go green next time by. Real quick, I can show this off again as we pace. If you are just tuning in and want to
Oh,
know
I'm in the pits.
what the heck we're racing for, let me find, I need to show screen. Click that button and that button. Here we go again. Here's our points. Leclerc, Cronky, myself, Brandon Smith, Holt, Johnston, currently our top 5. All right, we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. So we have 6 cars with going to be 3 laps left. That is final. I mean, the heat race is final. We'll go ahead and race it out. But we have gotten down to 6. We started with 9. We're down to 6. Those 6 are in the feature. Richard Robb is now 4 laps down. If somebody disconnected right now, they would still only be 3 laps down. So our room is set. So if we have another caution, I'll go ahead and call it, and we'll go ahead and move on. John Creighton locking them up. John Creighton running up front. He locks them up. So we're going to be in for a treat. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Who is going to be able to complete 200 laps the best? Usually that goes without saying, that's your race winner. But at Martinsville, extra important to do just that. I think patience, more so than any car we've driven here this week, patience going to be what gets you to the front. A little battle here for P2 as they complete lap number 20. It is going to be William Johnson winning that. All right, fellas, top 6. Top 6 will go on. Please join us in the feature. Password will be paperclip number 5. Will be hot in under 2 minutes time. We got 10 more minutes of practice and then we'll get after it. All right, let's take a quick picture of our top 6. That is John Creighton. That is Mitchell Moore, Aaron Allman, Umberto Alba, William Johnson, and Gavin Hibbs. My son has just sold an Xbox on the eBay. Let's see, let me get this going and then we'll look at what it sold for. I know he'll be excited. First time he sold anything on eBay. Give me just 1 second and we'll get this race in the queue. Somewhere. Come on, iRacing, right there you are. All right, the feature. Let's see what's up here. 200 laps here, Spasm. My apologies for them making you watch commercials. Let's see. I'm going to make this race hot. We have 3 hours. I have purchased 3 hours this evening. Hopefully we will be done in about 1 hour and 20 minutes. We can do that. 10 minutes of practice, 5 to qualify. And then, of course, 200 laps, 2 hours and 45 minutes on the race time. We will have 5 additional sets of Goodyear Racing Eagles at 75% fuel. Restart zone is on. Fast repair 1. Green, white checkers 3. Cautions are on. We're going to start at 3:15 sim time. We will qualify at 2:30 sim time. And we'll practice at 1:30. Weather. We are going to experience 81 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Oval racing discipline, severe qualifying scrutiny. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, this race is going hot. Now let's take a look at what my son's Xbox sold for. $360. Braden, your Xbox sold for $300 and... hang on a minute. From Yukon, Oklahoma. Hello, Holt Johnston. It sold for... what did it sell for? $360. $360. Yeah. He is fired up about that. All right, waiting on this room to go hot. He's already got it packaged up and ready to ship out. Aaron Allman, boys, not sure whether to be scared or excited for this, but the bright side to it all, it doesn't affect anyone's safety. That's a true statement. No safety rating is affected here. Vaping Bachelor with some arrows upwards. What are we looking at? Are you giving away a 1/64th or 1/32nd scale? Yes, actually, full-sized, 1-to-1 scale. How about that? None of that miniature stuff. I'm gonna need your mailing address, or if you want to pick it up here from my house, that'd be great too. But we're giving away a grandfather clock. I'm kidding, of course. Hey, good evening, Dalton Shoulders. All right, who else we got in the chat I have not spoken with this evening? Again, Vaping Bachelor, a good evening to you once again. We got Dirty Dan Tyler, boys. Yeah, I hate that I missed that one. Not sure what Dirty Dan's talking about, but he's racing with us tonight. And Richard Robb had an awesome paint scheme, but I think the race room is hot, by the way. I think he just got on the brakes a little too softly, a little too late. Now, look, I'll be doing the same thing. I guarantee it. I'm hoping that I can keep 4 tires on the concrete at all times. Paperclip 5 is your password. Boys, we are 15 drivers strong this evening. That is our full field for this race. This entire series has been 15 strong. Maybe next time we go 10 strong. We shall see. But we do have Bristol coming up in 2 weeks. Come on. That might be interesting. I don't know. Hey, it's Direct Drive Motorsports, everybody. You may know him as Billy Sigmund. Good evening to you, Bill. Top of the evening to you. All right. Make sure I got my head wrapped around everything. I need a good run, man. I need a good run. If I want to stay in the top 3 in points, I need a good run tonight. Cannot have one of those P12 finishes. Someone will pass me up too quick to talk about. So got to have a good finish. Maybe 5. Yep, maybe 5 car feature. We might do that. We'll see. We shall see. Good evening to you, Bobby Johnson. Hey, Bob. Top of the evening to you, my man. I hope you're well. As we are approaching the 8:22 hour here on the East Coast, I'm hoping we can get this race done in a little over an hour's time, maybe an hour and a half. I've got 10:30 targeted. That's 2 hours, but I think we can get this done quicker. However, we will go up to 11 o'clock if need be. All right. Let's get over here. Let's pull down that screen. We have Martinsville up on the banner. We have the NASCAR Cup Series. Oh, shoot. Didn't need to set my brakes. Boys, look at that number 57 car right there. Come on. Let's just flip these. For whatever reason, that seems to help me a whole lot, just flipping the master cylinders. I went down on the brakes a little bit. I'll try to get that about a 41. And I went with the 208 on the steering pinion. All right. And again, Carlos, I appreciate the tip. Not one time did I ever practice staying in 4th gear. I was a little bit faster. Now I think as these tires wear, we'll need to get her down into 3rd to get her turning a little better. So we got 200 laps.
57.
That's 400 times we're going to be on the brakes.
0.873. Got a slow car in front of you on the bottom.
I need to be perfect on all 400 of them.
Front. I don't know where to go. Got a slow car in front of you on the bottom.
Whew. Easy there, partner. Easy. Conky had that AKR Mustang sideways to start-finish line. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. GT Park Racing.
In front of you on
late
the
on the
bottom.
brakes. GT Park Racing, boys.
Slow on
Come
the
Talladega week. Put your seatbelts on is all I will say.
it. Those are the lap times we need, man. Keep digging.
Now let's set the over/under on the cautions. I'm gonna say 16, and I'm gonna take the under. $16 with the under. I've been wrong every time this week.
That last lap that you ran there, that was really, really nice.
Thanks, Chad. It felt good. Hey, big announcement yesterday coming out from Diamond Racing. They have secured the services of one Oliver Cordell to Diamond Racing stable. How about that? Now, you know that's a hefty contract.
57 is the fastest car in the
Diamond
track.
Racing has come into NASCAR with some big pockets. Must be a lot of big investors. Reminds me of that 2311 Motorsports. Deep, deep pockets.
Got a slow car on the bottom. Slow car on the bottom. You got one dead in the water in front of you there on the bottom.
All right, look, that's about all the practice I need. Lord knows I could use a whole lot more, but as far as trying to accomplish what I need to tonight, feeling pretty good. Patience, again, patience going to be the key word. It's got a black flag for that. A little too fast, 35 miles per hour on pit road. We got 5 additional sets of tires for this one. So we got 6 total. Let's go look at a few of these paints we may not have gotten earlier. Of course, this is mine, the Smith & Wesson Ford Mustang. Like that big American flag. I might make that black paint a matte finish and get that flag set down in there a little bit better. But anyway, this number 14 tonight is Mitchell Moore. Mitchell Moore, that's a Joey Logano throwback. The 60 car, that is Ty Leclerc and the number 60 Build Submarines Ford Mustang. There's the dirty one, Dan Taylor, in his Diamond Racing number 25 Camaro. This Camaro is the HendrickCars.com Terry Labonte 2003 paint scheme, little Tony Tiger action. It's William Johnson. Larson will be running that this week at Darlington. That is Humberto Alba. Love that matte finish on that hood. That's a good looking piece. That is Humberto Alba. Aaron Allman in that number 79 car. This number 71 is a Diamond Racing entry. That's pretty. That's pretty. Very sleek looking charcoal chrome. I like it. Big fan. Diamond Racing, that is Brandon Green. This 117 Alex De La Rocha and the Snap-on Camry is the 117 Alex De La Rocha. Let's see who we've not seen yet. Who have we not laid eyes on yet? The Godfather, Jesse Cottrell. Now, we've only got 14 guys. Let's find out who is not in here. Who is not in here? Brandon Smith, race credit. Jesse Cottrell, West Poly, race credit. Brandon Green, race credit. De La Rocha race credit, Dan Taylor race credit, Tyler Leclerc, Alex Crockett, all of our race credit guys. So we're missing somebody from the heat race. Let me go find out who that is. Gavin Hibbs. I think it is Gavin Hibbs. Gavin Hibbs not able to make it in. So Richard Robb, if you want in, you are eligible. Richard Robb is eligible to join us for the feature. Yeah, just figured that out. Richard Robb is the next man up if he wants in. And thank you, Doc Creighton. I just figured that out. So Gavin Hibbs, a bullet. Gavin, are you going to be able to race? Well, keep me updated on temperature. Will do, Tom. Gavin is not going to be able to race because he's in the middle of a potential tornado. Yeah. Probably best, GT. Probably best to not race.
JW, I want to do a race credit for the driver who finishes on the lead lap with the lowest number of X's.
That's a huge 10-4 and much appreciated. I literally just read that in the chat. Thank you, Doc. It's the lowest amount of X's.
You can go ahead and send me that money right now if you want to.
Solid. Let me go over here, Doc Creighton, boys.
Yeah, just take one out of my account.
Copy that. John Creighton. Give me a race credit. And that is lowest X, highest finish. Again, that is a race credit. We'll find out who gets that. I'm going to go ahead and call it. That's me. I'm going to go ahead and lay claim to that one. All right. Let me look. Everything is good. Let's get out here and qualify it. So, Richard, if you are watching, my friend, you are good to come in. The spot is yours.
Green flag.
You know, this is going to be easier said than done, but I am going to focus on braking 400 times tonight. Or whatever amount of green flag laps we have. And not overcooking them brakes.
Checker flag, bud.
20.1. Not a good one, not a bad one. .136. Now that, of course, at the moment is good enough for P7. Depending on how many guys qualify, might be starting near the back of the field. But I'm going to do my best to save everything I got. I am currently 7th out of 10 drivers that have qualified with a 20.1. Tyler Leclerc with a 19.7. De La Rocha 19.7. John Creighton 19.7. Cronky 19.8. Allman in the 9s. Johnson and myself in the 20s. Green the 20.3. All right. Look, we'll pull down the password. I do not think Richard Robb is going to join us this evening, and that's okay. We'll roll off with our 14 competitors. As we get ready to grid up, I'm going to go ahead, and boys, we're going to listen to some Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem.
And the whole
Oh yeah, man. It's about as American as it gets. Paintsville, Kentucky's own Chris Stapleton. We'll get the gloves on. Oh, there's the Godfather's car, Jesse Cottrell. The Godfather's racing with us tonight. You know it's big time when the Godfather's in your race. If you're ever out there in a hosted session, you see Jesse Cottrell, you have reached the big time. That is the Godfather. Strictly Stock Motorsports. All right, let's see. Let's get some Dale Jr. What do you think?
Drivers, start your engines!
To the bottom this time. It's open. No, close.
Get this over on the old race control.
The field is 2,513.
2,513.
You ready to go here? Stay focused. Be
Is
smart.
our
You guys
strength
have been
of
doing a
field.
great job on pit road. Look for nothing other than that for the rest
I
of
am
the
way
race.
below that.
Get ready to go here, bud.
Drivers. This is round number 5 of 5 with Martinsville Race Week this week. Tonight we got 200 laps. We're going to do that with 5 additional sets of tires. So 6 total, 75% on the fuel, 1 fast repair, no penalty / X system for this race, and the restart zone is on. As most of you know, we are racing for points. Currently, Ty LeClaire is P1 and Alex Cronky P2. P1 is going to get a $50 prize. P2 is $25 prize. P3 is a $15. P4 and P5 are $5 prizes in the final standings. Tonight's individual race prizes, bear with me for a moment. Tonight's individual race prizes, courtesy of Kevin Hankins. We're going to do 2 random draws, both at $5, P1 through 7. P1 through 7, $5 both, courtesy of Kevin Hankins. Courtesy of Martin Fallon. You may know him as 3 Wide Racing over there on YouTube. We're going to go lap 17, P3 is a $5 prize. That's our tribute to Chad Denton and, of course, our tribute to Dale.
You're going to be
That's $5 Martin Fallon. And courtesy of the good doctor, John Creighton this evening. You may have heard it. The lowest amount of X's with the highest finish will receive a race credit. Again, courtesy of John Creighton. Doc, we do appreciate that. Guys, let's have a good time this evening. Best of luck to all competitors. All right, my piece has been spoken. We're starting 7th, about mid-pack. All week long, we've had a 15-car field. Tonight is 14. We had a guy who's in Gavin Hibbs. Our thoughts are with you, buddy. May God bless everybody in that area. They're under some tornado threats. Definitely very scary times. My brother is actually on his way back from Cincinnati as well. But definitely our prayers go out to everybody in that area, in the northern Kentucky, southern Ohio region. It's actually headed my way later this evening.
Slide back in your seat there, man. Give those belts a good tug. Double check your steering wheel. Get a good
But we're going to get ready and rumble. Thank you, Michael Buffer.
Let's get ready to rumble!
It's time to go racing. And they're coming off the turn 4. The flagman has got the flag in hand. And here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Outside. Still out there. Still out there. Still out there. Clear.
So far, so good. We're 1 lap in, no caution. That is better than the Xfinity and truck race. I like where we're headed. I would not care to see a nice 80-lap boring green flag run right here to kick things off.
RaceLab.
I'm not going to be selfish. If anybody's up there bumping on my bumper, I'm going to let them by. Got a feeling old Dirty Dan will be up here soon.
Leaders are running 20.093. Good lap.
Feels like everybody is using my approach. I mean, my approach is not unique. Focusing on just braking the car, getting it down into the corners smoothly, up off the corners. I could definitely drive it in much deeper and be a little faster, but out of my comfort zone right now. Leaders are already approaching lap traffic. West Polly in the white car. Love a white race car. West may have missed the start of the race. He's in a Ford, so I know he's not slow.
Outside.
West in the wall. May have been on the brakes a little late.
P1 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 19.889.
It's probably why he's P1. He's the fastest car on the racetrack. Not in traffic yet. Caution is out. That's going to put it out for the first time this evening.
Here. Nice and smooth. Cool your tires off.
We're going to hear from Martinsville winner Clint Boyer.
Put it out!
We got 114 laps of fuel remaining. I don't think anybody comes in at this point. 14 laps in, it takes tires.
I bet you'll be behind at 79.
It is possible, but I don't think so.
Open.
Pit road's open. No, it's not advantageous to come in and top off with fuel. Like that 57 car up there. Got some Menards on that thing. Alex Cronky with the Menards number 57. Let's get up here. Aaron, I'm going to get to the inside here and look at that 57 car.
Coming to the outside lap car.
AKR, that thing is banging, yo. Words of GT Park.
I appreciate it.
Brand new?
Hot off the press.
Wow, she's a beauty. She's a beauty. My iPad doesn't do side-by-side commercials, Spasm. Ooh, look at that. Side-by-side again, commercial. Yeah. Now, I've always said this, and this is God's honest truth. You have an option, conservative, moderate, or more or less most money options. I always choose the very conservative, the lowest amount of commercials possible. YouTube does not give you an option to turn those off. You have to choose one of the three. So I do apologize. Maybe we can get your commercials out of the way early and not have any commercials. Now, if they would only leave the sound on and kill the volume on the other side, that would be great. We're talking about commercial spasm. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. Leave my audio on to show you the commercial. Yeah. Look, man, YouTube's in it for the money. That's obvious.
1 to go.
But over time, perhaps they will figure out
Lining up behind the 57.
how to do commercials like television does. Yeah, I agree, Spasm. I agree. And usually, after about 6 seconds, you can skip those.
All right, now, Brad, let's get a little belt and tug. Let's get ready to go here. Nice and smooth now. Pace car is off. Be ready.
All right, here we go. I'm going to restart in third. Tyler Leclerc is going to restart his P1.
Green flag.
And I'm okay restarting in third. It's going to be a slower restart.
42.268. Still there. Still there at your door. Clear, 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 clear. Outside. Clear high. Outside. Clear.
William Johnson, man. Got him a bullet here at Martinsville this evening. Relatively new driver to our group. Seems to know exactly what he's doing in that number 5 Chevrolet. Uh-oh.
Spin.
De La Rocha's locked him up.
Safe fuel.
Unless he had some help, I do not know. Caution number 2.
You're going to have to come around the pace car. Should be starting behind the 13.
Caution period number 2. There's driver Alex De La Rocha taking the spin.
The road is open. Lining up behind the 13.
We got back to P6 where we've been running. We're still going to stay out. Aaron Allman going down pit road. I'd like to get up to about lap 50 before I entertain the idea of throwing on some tires. Tom, tires feel good. Brakes still feeling really good. I'm going to go ahead and just stay out right here.
Got the lucky dog. Lap down car coming.
1970s model iPad. You daggone right.
Be lining up behind the 2.
West Poly getting that wave around. Hey, George Buck.
Straight cash, homie. Straight cash.
Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. George Buck, everybody. Drivers, this just in. Courtesy of George W. Buck. We got $5 going out to that race winner. Again, courtesy of George Buck. George, thank you much, man. Appreciate that. Let me see if I can't get that on the race sheet here before.
The road is closed. You're going to have to come around the 12. Alright, you're going to have to come around the 12.
I think I'm around the 12. P1. $5. There we go. I got it. Thank you very much. George Buck, everybody. George W. And thank you much for the 5 to the channel. I do appreciate that. I most certainly do.
1 to go.
That will buy a few races.
Be on the inside.
And Lord knows we got a lot of races coming up. Not sure how much Darlington we'll do this week. We'll do at least one good Darlington race, but not going to have a Darlington week. But we will run some Darlington.
Coming to the green this time.
We got some Bristol after that, and then boys, GT Park's going to give us a show here in Talladega Race Week. We got 5 races coming up as part of that series. More details in the coming days. All right, starting in 3rd.
Flag. All right, man, you're sitting in 5th position right now. 5th. Fast guy's running 44.26.
I started in 2nd gear in the Xfinity car and spun it.
Outside.
A little hot.
Clear. Outside.
I saw an opportunity to get a position.
Clear. Outside.
Overdrove the crap out of it.
Clear.
It's not what I want to do.
Good job, man. Big picture here.
Certainly not on lap 29.
Sorry, Alva.
You're good, man.
Speed 1 is the fastest car on the track. 19.759.
Got Aaron Allman coming up through the field behind us. I'm sure he's on new tires. He did pit. Might be a great decision.
Fast guys are running 19.895.
De La Rocha likely on new tires.
Outside, outside. Clear outside.
Showing me the old chrome horn. Jerry Bynum. Ah, dang it.
Keep it up. Caution is out. Talk to me quick here, bud.
Ah,
Close.
crap. I don't think he
Looks
got
like should be
into me
lining
on
up behind
exit.
the 13. Alright, so we're going to have to come around a 2.
I think I just spun it up off of 4, truth be told.
Alright, you're going to have to come around the pace car.
It was a jackwagon move by me.
He's just a hack. He's just an absolute hack.
Easy, Danny.
Really not sorry, JW.
No, I think that was all on me.
Pit road is open.
All right, we're going to come in and put a new set of tires on it. We went spinning.
Behind the 13.
Everybody's coming in. 35 on pit road entry. We'll top her off with fuel. That may get us to the end on fuel, I'm not sure.
Alright, gentlemen, here we come. 10 away.
Got a feeling I did not use a whole lot of tire that run.
5 away.
I'll let you know in tire tips, Tom.
Turn it, nice and easy. Nice and smooth.
207 on the right front, 196 on the right rear. I was 98 and 99, so did not need to take tires, but having new ones, better than not, seeing how everyone else is.
Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pit crew, can we get a thumbs up from everybody? Okay, whatever, our backup channel, make sure everybody's on it, can hear me. Behind the 13.
So there was one mistake. Again, I'm almost certain I am the one that caused that. De La Rocha did get into me a little earlier. That was just a racing deal, and I don't think he was on my bumper as I was exiting. I think I just throttled up a bit too quickly. But definitely a hack move, bro. 127 laps of fuel remaining. Still not enough to get us to the end. We're going to try to ride this set of tires out to about lap 75.
Gotta be green next time. 1 to go.
Hey,
Should be on
Godfather.
the inside here.
Hey, buddy.
How's that tooth doing?
We get her pulled out tomorrow, bud.
Solid copy on the extraction. Come on. Godfather, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow.
I mean, I'll go on green this time. Remember, they fan out down there, so protect that bottom. Pace cars off.
Yeah,
Be
10-4 on protecting the
ready.
bottom.
Ready.
Preacher Man, 613, good evening to you. I might do just a, you're right, just a throwback race.
Working the outside. The Sun update pass guys are running 42.215. Still out there. Outside. Clear by half. Outside. Clear. Inside. Still inside. Clear.
Put your more in the Godfather.
Two outside. One outside.
Door to door as we head into
Clear
one.
high.
Both backed out.
Outside. Clear high.
Thing is, you can't really throttle up effectively until you get them wheels pointed straight. I think that's what I did prematurely. Spin it out.
Outside. Clear. Fast guys are running 19.973.
I could not imagine driving Martinsville without some higher end pedals. Especially some V3s or the Acetec Forte pedals that I have. I could not imagine being with some lower end equipment. And that's not a slap on anybody else. I just couldn't do it. I like to feel that feedback, the pressure in the brakes. William Johnson, Aaron Allman duking it out here in front of me, door to door. William may not have taken tires. Seen a lot of smoke coming off that 5 car. Good rhythm we got going on here. Feels like everybody's in rhythm.
The Sun update pass guys are running 20.142.
We have completed 50 of the 2 Hondo. Looks like Dan Taylor in a little hot. Saw some brake smoke off at 25 Chevy.
Slow across the bottom.
We got a spinner. That is Brandon Green. Likely
Quickly tell me about your car if you can.
throttled up a bit too quick.
Closed. We've got to pass the base car. We'll be lining up behind the 13.
This car drives so inconsistent.
All right, we need to be behind the 13.
Preach it, brother. You are correct. It does. That's why I was saying earlier in practice how I want a consistent brake. That I know I can rely on. I'm going to stay out right here. Try to pick up a little track position. Going to have the Godfather behind. It's got 113 laps remaining of fuel. Brandon Green driving up on the apron. You love to see it. That's not Brandon Green. I'm sorry. Good Lord. It's William Johnson. The car is great, Tom. Thanks for asking. You brought me a great piece this week. Appreciate that. You and the boys back at the shop do a great job. Are you talking about spasm on the...
closed.
Tell you what I can do. I can go turn those down. Let me turn those down a little bit. If I can find them. Yeah, I can turn those down. How about this, Spasm? So far, Dan, it's been a really good race. So far. Check this out, Spasm. Does this help at all? I'm going to play the old Put It Out from Clint Boyer.
Put
it out!
Outside.
Was that a bit better, Spasm?
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 25.
Fapen says he's deaf, so it's good for him. Yeah, I turned those down, that entire OBS source.
I don't think it's going to be too pretty after
Lead them up real
this.
good.
All right, we are going back green.
Pace car's off. Green flag. Fast guy's running 44.061. Inside. Still there, quarter. Still there, quarter. Clear. How's the car handling up there?
Car's handling great, Chad. Thank you for asking.
Inside. Still inside.
He is nephew, we appreciate that.
Fast guys running 19.983.
Working lap number 65 of the scheduled 200. Start downshifting a bit.
Slowing on the bottom, real slow.
Forget the downshifting, too early to do that. Tires are still too good.
Outside. Still there. Clear. So you know, fast guys are running 20.191. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. On your clear, clear.
I'm afraid if we get in a wreck, if we hit the wall, we're going to break a toe link on these cars. Or tear up the suspension on the front end. These cars are notorious for hitting anything and just getting a meatball flag. So I'm driving her kind of delicately right now. Really regretting the real thick pajama pants right now and the long sleeves. We had the air conditioner on here at the house today. Hang on to her, Umberto.
Outside quarter. Still there. Clear, clear, clear. Leaders are running 20.301.
Leaders are in the 20.3s and the 20.6s.
Caution's out.
Caution is out.
Zero's close. Get behind the 79.
Caution is out. Wow. Are we too early for this?
Put it out. Bring off a 2. Put it out. Turn 2. Turn 2. Put it out. Turn 3. Turn 3 out. Put it out. Bring off a 2. Put it out.
line
Turn
up
2.
behind the
Turn
79.
2. Put it out. Turn 3.
We're going to put 4 tires on it. Feels like the cautions are getting fewer and far between.
Big bird speed, bud. Here we come,
This will leave us with 3 sets of tires.
5 away. At your mark now. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Hop on the side.
Put a 98.99 on the right side, so still really good tire wear. 230 and 210, Tom.
Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard.
Thank you very much,
Good
Dan's
stuff,
Racing. So far it has been a good... Not better at all, no? What?
All right, we need to be behind the 12.
I turned it way down. Or at least the source. Get you a hot dog from the hot dog stand. Absolutely. I once shared a hot dog. Actually, I purchased a hot dog the same time Jeff Hammonds was partaking in a hot dog here on the infield at Martinsville. I once shared a bathroom with King Richard Petty. True statement. If you've been around the channel a long time, you know that story.
You'll be starting on the
He
outside.
does not wash his hands. It might just be Clint. You might be right, babe. I restarted in 3rd gear, so I'm going to be a little slow.
Buddy, let's get ready to roll here.
Off the
Make
line.
sure your tires are cleaned
Thank
off.
you, Tim R.
Double check those belts. Face guards off. Be ready.
All right, boys, here we go. Restart on lap number 80. That was our 4th caution, I do believe.
Green flag. On the bottom inside. Still inside. Still inside. We're low. Meters are running 20.3.
You can see the brake smoke, the tire smoke from the brakes on a lot of these cars. And I know that's one of the reasons the guys are a lot faster than me. Okay, that's not as okay.
Save us a little
That's
here.
better than spinning
Pull
it.
your tires off, get your
That's
fans
better
up.
than spinning it and going
Zero
inside
close.
that outside retaining wall. Whew.
You would probably say, short track racing.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the
Whatever, Denny.
57.
Whatever. I don't have a meatball flag, so we should be okay. Right? Or do I need to go check that?
Pit road's open.
I think I go check that, man, just in case. If I don't get that
I don't
fixed...
see much damage, JW.
Copy. We're going to find out, though. No tires. We'll top it off with fuel. That might get us just that much closer on fuel in case of a green flag run.
Alright, fellas, here we come. Pit road speed. 10 away now. 5 away. At your mark now. Come on, turn in, turn in. Gonna leave on me, 10-4.
Too far forward. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. All right. Stop right there. Perfect.
I don't have any damage whatsoever.
Go, 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 go.
Unbelievable. I had to, Leviticus. You're right. But we had 0 damage there, Tom. These cars are so unpredictable. Brandon Green said it earlier. And what I mean by that is I hit the wall with my left rear and left front as I was under braking there to stay out of that wreck. 0 damage. But had I spun it and hit the right front, I would have had a meatball flag. I did get lucky, Dan's Racing. You are correct, sir. You are so right. All right, I'm back in the back of the pack. Yeah, I did get lucky right there. Regine Huddleston, everybody. Great to hear no damages. Yes, thank you kindly. Yeah, amen. Hear, hear. So was the Denny audio clip excessively loud? Was almost low, but Boyer and the guy screaming too far forward, back it up, was
One to
too
go.
loud. Copy that.
I believe you're going to be on the outside there.
Yeah, I need to go through each individual clip and just test each one of them out. And the only testing I can do is here on the live stream. They all sound the same to me through my headphones.
See him up there, boy. Face car's off.
Love
Ready?
Mitchell Moore's car. Logano ran that about 2 years ago at Darlington as a tribute to Roger Penske when he first got into racing back in the 60s.
Ready? Green flag, green flag. Leader's at 41.638.
I was down in second gear on that restart.
Clear, clear.
Didn't mean to be.
Speed 1 is the fastest car on the track, 19.643. Speed 1 is the fastest car on the racetrack.
See all that smoke? I'm
19.632.
thinking that there's a wreck. And there's not, which is good. It's hard to see out this A-post of this car.
Speed 1 is the fastest car on the track, 19.626. Slow car coming backwards on
We're going to have another caution.
Caution is out.
We're going to have another caution.
What can we do to try to help it if we do get another restart? It's going to be single file.
Chad, I think we're good. I think we're good right where we need to be.
Come around the pace car.
Put it out. Put it out. 3 off of 2.
Line up
Put it
behind
out.
the
Turn
56.
2. Turn 2. Put it out. Turn 3. Turn 3.
The road is open.
Pit road open. I am barely inside my fuel window, so I don't need to come in just to top off. I'll take an extra 1 or 2 spots for track position. Just put tires on it. So we're set there. Yeah, about the win today with Denny Hamlin. Whew. It's a hard one to stomach. I got to be honest with you. If you watch this channel any amount of time, you know I am not a Denny Hamlin fan. I am not a Dennis Hamlin fan. Tough to stomach. Was cool to see his daughters there in victory lane with him. Yes, that is number 7, Richard. Richard, you were the next man up of this race. I'm not sure if you heard or not.
No, close.
But Gavin Hibbs was not able to make it. Yeah, 11 team against the world. Come on, man. I guess if that's your team mantra, then wear it out, but whatever, Denny. Whatever. I guess when you've never won a championship and you're that good of a driver, you got to come up with cheesy team slogans and stuff like that. Really like this the white outline there on the Mustang taillights. Those look really good. Gives me some ideas for some paint schemes right there.
All right, buddy, let's clean them bad boys up. Get ready to rock and roll. All right, boss man, we got the pace car.
Agreed, Dan's Racing. Agreed. I'm gonna restart in second. So if I can't pick me off a couple spots here, we're almost to the halfway point.
Green flag. Leaders are running 44.658. Outside. Outside quarter. Clear.
Aaron Allman on new tires. We'll let him go ahead and take advantage of that.
Still inside. Clear. Outside. Still out there, man. Still out there. Still out there. Still outside. Clear if you need it. Working outside, outside. All clear. Inside. Still inside. Clear on the bottom. Leaders running 19.757.
So cool, the brake smoke coming off these cars. Got down on that apron a bit. Don't want to do that too much.
In the middle of the track.
If he's going to keep it straight, that's William Johnson. And the Terry Labonte throwback. Got these two Diamond Racing boys right in front of us.
Your fast guys are running 19.946.
I think Brandon Green there missed his braking mark.
Caution, man. I don't need
Where'd
I didn't
that
hear
come
nothing.
from? Where did that
The
come
road's
from?
closed. You're gonna have to come around
Oh.
to NASCAR.
Put it out. Debris off of 2. Put it out. Turn 2. Turn 2. Put it out. Turn 3. Turn 3
Line
out.
it up
Put it
behind
out.
the
Debris
13.
off of 2. Put it out. Turn 2. Turn 2. Put it out.
The road's open.
I am not going to take tires right here. I got 3 sets left. Dirty Dan's going to put tires on. Looks like leader Ty Leclerc has stayed out. John Creighton, Aaron Allman, and Alex Cronky. Excuse me, no, Aaron Allman is third. Creighton and Leclerc. And Cronky's went down the pit road along with De La Rocha. Working lap 112 under the caution period. Yeah, you can do that vaping in those new ARCA cars. Hopefully they get that thing patched soon. Hometown Blitz Ball. Yes, sir. Nick Bo, Denny will be unbearable on pot. Yeah, he will. Yes, he will. And no question about it, Jason Long. Denny historically will choke come playoff time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We know Denny Hamlin. I think if I can finish in the top 5, I will secure P3 in the points. I think maybe a top 7 spot will also
go. Got a good copy back there?
just about clinch it for me.
You're starting on the inside, I think.
Yeah, agreed, Vapin. Agreed. Things you would think they have worked out before release of the car.
Did a really good job, man. Give those belts another tug real quick. Pace car's off. Be ready. Be ready. Ready. Green, 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 green. Stay ahead of him. Not that fast. Working outside, outside. Fast guy's running 41.959. Still out there. Clear, clear, clear. Outside. Still out there.
Into a little aggressively. Did not want to get in that aggressively.
Run your line. Working the bottom. Still there on the bottom. Still on your inside. You're clear him.
Starting to use the middle line a bit more. Trying to get a little better drive up off the corner. It's about a half car width up off the bottom.
Fast guys are running 19.851.
Forgot when I've taken tires.
Heads up. Caution.
Got a caution out.
Caution.
Sure, that might have been Brandon Green.
What's going on again? The road is closed.
Now I think I'll come down and put my
117.
my fourth set of tires on. How many have I got left? I got 3 sets remaining.
Pit road is
This will be my third set of tires I'm putting on.
Road's open. I'm gonna walk on somebody.
Just snapped loose for the first time tonight. Sorry about that.
Car is temperamental. You know it, I know it.
And here we come.
And we're going to top it off with fuel. This will get us to the end.
5 away.
100%.
I can't tell who's got more of an attitude, this car or my wife.
Hey-o! Might not want to say that very loudly. Listen, you start saying stuff like that, you're going to be in a world of hurt. 98, 99, 220, and 204
Go.
on those tire temperatures. Tom? 220 on that right front, 204 on the right rear. We're 161, 162 on the left side on the tire temps.
All right, we need to be behind at 79.
All right, several guys staying out right there. So we bounced back from like 6th to 9th-ish the entire race. We've been running roughly in the same position. Qualified 7th. Alex Cronky up there now in P2. He and I think Ty Leclerc roughly on the same. Alex probably has better tires. Alex did pit the previous pit stop, and I know Leclerc did not.
10-4, hit me up as you're going into turn 3. Let's do it one more time. I got a big TV screen behind us.
Chad, the radio's good, man.
On the inside.
Not sure. I think they may have disconnected. Regine Huddleston.
Get it done, buddy. 10-4. Base car's off. Be ready.
We'll restart in second gear. I feel like I've got a grasp on how she's going to behave in second. And a little bit deeper.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. Leaders are running 44.034. Door outside. Still there. Clear. Good job. Outside. Too wide outside. Clear low outside only. Clear outside. Outside. Door outside. Still out there. In and out. Inside only. Clear. Outside. Clear high. Leaders are running 20.02. Working the bottom. Still there. Clear on the bottom.
William Johnson fighting an ill-handling Camaro at the moment.
Outside. Still outside. All clear.
Dirty Dan did an awesome job of staying off of me that I got into William, and I think he may have gotten into Umberto. Did an awesome job staying off of me, but more importantly for him, he did not spin that car.
Leaders are running 20.075. Outside. Clear if you need it.
Umberto up the track. Really like to see this race go green to the end. I think I'm in good shape. I know I've not been overheating my tires / brakes.
Slow one on the bottom there in front of you.
As these things get hot, I think we're going to see a lot more drivers moving up the track.
Brandon Smith, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
Do you have colored rims?
Leaders running 20.1.
They look black.
I'm pretty sure I just seen his rotors glowing red.
I'm sure they
I
are.
think they're black.
Outside. Still out there. Clear. Outside, outside. Still out there. Outside. Still outside. Clear.
Yeah, working P8. Released the brake a little too early there. Started washing up with me.
Fast guy's running 20.222.
Feel like we're gaining. I think I set the over-under at 15 on the cautions. We have been well under that this evening. Been one great race. Oh, Brandon Green a bit up the track.
Fast guys are running 20.345. Outside. Still out there at your door. Still there. Clear.
I think that's an example of getting the brakes a little hot. If I don't make any mistakes, I should be able to keep Greeny behind me. William Johnson proving to be very difficult to pass. It's had a good run in that HendricksCars.com Kyle Larson throwback. "39 laps to go."
Leaders running 20.46.
Almost matching lap times with the leaders now.
Outside. Clear high.
I want to get in position where I overcook them.
Outside. You're clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Outside.
That would have been a good opportunity to overcook the
outside.
brakes and wipe
Clear
William
high.
out and myself. Overcooked them there. Too late on the brakes.
Leaders running 20.491.
Feels like everybody's in a great rhythm right now. I do not want to see a caution. Shades over the entire track. Oddly enough, the car feels superb. Definitely been our longest green flag run. I think we're working on about lap 50-ish of this run.
Leaders are running 20.507.
I'm just about matching the leaders' times. Now, granted, they're a long way out ahead of me, but we're not falling to the leaders. John Creighton and De La Rocha battling for P4. It's a tight battle. Tyler Leclerc still our race leader. Cronky about 3/10 off of him. Aaron Allman running in P3. About 8/10 off. It's a pretty good battle. Top three separated by about a second. I know Cronky has the newer tires. I'm curious if he's going to be able to overtake Tyler Leclerc.
Fast guys running 20.609. Car stopped on the bottom.
Oh no.
Car on the bottom up here.
Please no caution.
Caution.
We're going to have a caution. Unfortunately.
How was your forward drive there towards
We
the
do
end
have
of
a
that
caution.
little run we just did? Two roadies closed.
Oh man.
You'll get that in big time stock car auto racing.
Yeah, you will. You'll get late cautions at Martinsville.
Come around the pace car. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 14.
I think everybody will be on pit road this time for tires. Can't take them with you.
They're open.
We will have 16 laps remaining when we get back to that line. Let's put on 4 tires and see how it goes. There's no secret. We're putting on tires. We'll have 1 set of Goodyear Racing Eagles remaining.
And here we come. We are 10 away. 5 away. At your mark. Now, turn in, turn in. You're going to leave on me, 10-4.
10-4 on that. Yeah, vaping. Same here, brother. Got to work in the morning. Good news is, this race is about over.
We were running out of tires. Alright, you're going to have to come around in 12.
Ooh. A little tight on them brakes. About lost it right there.
You're going to be coming around the 38.
Alright, so Tyler Leclerc still our race leader. Aaron Allman picked up a spot there. I'm going to start on the outside crap. Alex Cronky, Alex De La Rocha, John Creighton.
Up on the outside.
Your top 5. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. This outside restart position. No bueno. Not good. Not good, Martin Fallon. Not good.
But you can start working those tires in if you like. Make sure you get them good and clean. Pace car's off. Be ready. Be ready. Green flag. Inside, inside. Leaders are running 42.486 in and out. Cars out. One thing for sure, everybody on the racetrack will be
Not
pissed
sure
off
who
at
got
somebody else on the
sideways
racetrack
and what
before this
happened.
race is over with.
Not sure
right
what
now.
happened right there.
You should be behind the 117. Don't get sucked into beating yourself up too much, bud.
Unfortunately, iRacing will put us back at the moment of caution. Which, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, but man, I would like to have been rewarded for making it through that nonsense. Looks like there were some good cars collected in that one.
12. Get the lucky dog. It's going to have a lap
wave
car
Umberto
coming
Alba
to the
around.
outside. Get behind the 12.
That was crazy.
Open, open.
James Wilkins, everybody. Good evening to you. And I'm not pitting. All right, it's going to let me restart fourth. Good news is I'm up to fourth. Picked up.
Come on, 12.
I think I picked up about 3 spots there. But bad news is I'll be on the outside again.
Couldn't fit there.
Close. Good job, bud. 10 to go this time. Bye.
10 laps to go. Obviously, I don't want to give up a spot here, but if Dan gets the great run on the bottom, I'm going to try to dive right in behind him and fill that gap. That's what I'm aiming for. Ideally, I'd like to be able to outrun him, but awful difficult here on the outside. If you watch today's Cup race, you know it.
You're going to have to come around to 66.
So I think John Creighton was involved
They're
in
asking
that.
for a thumbs up or down at the flag stand if you think the track is ready or not. Start on the outside there. All right, old boy, clean that things up. Give those belts a tug. Get ready to rock and roll here. All right, man, do your thing. Be ready.
Unfortunately, John Creighton has disconnected due to packet loss.
Green flag. Yeah, doing a really good job, man. Nice and smooth. Doing great.
Oh, hang on to her, Cronky. Hang on to her.
Outside. Clear, clear.
I think Cronky may have driven it in a little firmly.
That's good, man. You're doing good.
Easy to
Keep it
do
up.
in these cars.
Man, guys are running 19.803.
I have no idea what just happened there.
I'll put it out.
Close.
Looked like you possibly hit the curbing. That's what it looked like. I don't know how it felt, but that's what it looked like on my screen.
I'm going to be behind 117.
He may not have, but it looked like he just hit it and shot up way to the outside.
Road is open.
Good news, I picked up a spot.
Yeah, just as soon as I hit the brakes there, it just snapped sideways, and I corrected it and shot up the track.
Yeah. So good news is I picked up a spot. Good news is I think Dan may have let me down, but I was able to get in front of
5
Dan.
to go, buddy. 5
Better
more.
news, I'm restarting on the
Good
inside.
job, my man. Give us an update on that hot rod. 13.
Hot rod feels good.
The lucky dog.
Hot rod feels good.
Have one coming to the outside.
Thanks, Chad. William Johnson will be a wave around.
Behind at 13.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Alex. He said as soon as he hit the brake, it shot up on him. Maybe got in a little hot. I've been talking about that all evening in these cars. They're very, very temperamental in the braking. Hope so, Spasm. Let's find out. Camelot 331. Good evening to you. Big Joe Francis fan.
Close.
But at the end of the day, aren't we all? Aren't we all? There'll be one to go here at the... At least, let's hope Ty Leclerc gets a bad restart. Stranger things have happened. If he gets a sluggish restart, man, we might be able to get up there with him, race with that boy. We start on the inside.
You'll be lining up on the inside.
BuildSubmarines.com. They literally build submarines. I think it's a marketing campaign. I don't want to say it's for the military. For some tech organization that builds submarines. Recruiting people to build submarines. I looked it up one time.
All right, boss man. Face guards off, be ready. Green, 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 green. Good job, my man. You go up there and take it from him now. 2 more. Well, you're doing fairly well, my man. Looking good. Outside, clear. Keep it up, baby. I got white flag. They're pinned in front of you. Leaders are running 19.912.
Boys, I'm going to take a P2 and be thrilled to death with it. Nice win, Ty.
Next car is pitting.
How'd you get there, William?
I'm going to take P2. Come on.
All right, man, that's it.
Good job, fellas. Could not have executed perfectly.
Fun race there. Good race, Ty.
Now, that said, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I executed to perfection what I needed to do. Be there in the end, take care of my brakes, hit my marks consistently, and I think I did. Wow! Good stuff right there. Ty Leclerc, our race winner, boys. Ty Leclerc. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know if I've ever put together, I don't want to say a better race, but I put together a very good race for myself when I needed to. That's our race winner, Ty Leclerc, putting on a show for these fans in Martinsville. Alex De La Rocha also putting on a show for his fans here in Martinsville. I don't know if De La Rocha and Leclerc are teammates, perhaps. I'm not sure. But both doing some burnouts here in front of Martin Fallon up in that flag stand. Let's go ahead and look for our race-winning photograph. Could that be it? Nah, I like something that we'll watch him finish out this burnout. It's a 4. It's just going to take a long time to blow, so get your popcorn ready. Again, it's a 4. It ain't blowing. All right, there you go. It took a long time. Boys and girls, let's rewind this. We'll try to get him alone. Right there, we'll spin this camera around. That's going to be Ty Leclerc in the Ryan Preece entry. That's a good-looking race car. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Boys, Ty Leclerc did everything he had to do to secure the $50 payout for the series. So we know he won it. Alex Kroenke finished in 4th, I do believe. So we're pretty dang sure that he captured P2 in the prizes. Now that is Ty Leclerc at Martinsville. He won our first race. He won our first race at Lucas Oil Raceway in the Big Block Modifieds as part of the Tyler Robinson race series, race number 1. And he won race number 2. And I got a feeling Ty's I rating is well over 3,000. But had he had a Team Racers for Christ or a similar faith-based logo large enough on that car to be called a sponsor, then he would have had an extra $100 win. But I think he is far greater than the 3,000 I rating requirement for that prize. Courtesy of Buddy Steele and Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare. Let's go take a look at we'll look at the full field rundown. There, of course, is Ty Leclerc. A great job. I'm going to go out on a limb. I am going to pat myself on the back, boys. We brought this Smith & Wesson F-150 Mustang. We brought her home in P2 this evening. Alex De La Rocha, driver number 117, finishes in third. Alex Kroenke and that beautiful Menards machine. I like that green on the front. That is true Menards green, boys. That's a beautiful race car. I think that's my favorite Alex Kroenke paint scheme. Love that one. Wish that Penske would run that right there when they run the Menards. I just think that's an awesome paint. Wow, that's beautiful. P number 5, boys, it's Dirty Dan. You can always bank on this. 1, death, taxes, and Dirty Dan finishing top 5 at Martinsville. At driver number 25, everybody, in P5. Brandon Smith, Strictly Stock Motorsports, he finishes in 6th. Brandon Green, Diamond Racing, joining Dirty Dan in the Diamond Racing stable. P7, Dan finished 5th. Brandon in 7th, a good run there by driver 71. William Johnson rebounded, got back on that lead lap. He finishes in the 8th spot. First driver a lap down is Humberto Alba this evening. He is in that Mobile 1 Ford. Aaron Allman, not sure what happened. I think he and John Creighton was involved in that last incident and knocked him out of the top 5. And so with the dock. Mitchell Moore finished in the 11th spot in that beautiful Penske retro paint scheme. John Creighton, again, Doc, I think, was involved in that in the final caution, and it tore him up. You can see his front nose there with some damage. Driver 66 bringing her home in 12th. The Godfather had a rough go at it tonight. He finished in that number 8 car, finished in the 13th spot. And Wes Polly, perhaps a rougher spot, did not get this paint scheme on the air earlier. But look at that beauty. That's a beauty. Big fan of a white race car. Love that American flag on the hood. Bringing the noise in the 2X machine. That is West Polly. Our 15th driver, Gavin Hibbs. Hopefully he has dodged any tornadic activity up there this evening, but Gavin was not able to join us, and he would have been our 15th driver in this 15-car field. But, boys, it's about Ty Leclerc, our points champion. Congratulations, Ty. Yeah, Brandon mentioned earlier about seeing brake rotors glowing. You can see them right there on Ty's car. Definitely hot. But look, fun time, boys and girls. Fun time. Let's go over the race sheet, see what we got here. We had a specific prize for a lap. That is lap 17, P3. We're going to go back in time, Marty McFly. Lap 17, we're going to look at P3. Who was P3 on lap number 17? We're under caution. We're still under caution. Here we go, lap 19. This will be lap 17. At the moment, it's going to be Alex De La Rocha. Will be P3 as we work our lap 17. First lap after lap 17 caution. And I think Alex De La Rocha will indeed, let's fast forward. Yeah, he's going to be P3. Alex De La Rocha will receive that prize tonight, courtesy of Martin Fallon. Again, that was for lap 17 P3. It's a $5 prize. Alex, please let me know how to pay that out. A huge congrats there. John Creighton will look at the X. Actually, we can do that right here on laps. No, it's not laps. It's entries. Incidents. Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith had 0 incidents this evening. Did he finish the race? Yes, he did. Ty Leclerc had 2. I had 4. Dan had 4. Look, boys, it's going to be Brandon Smith. Highest finish, lowest incident points. That's Brandon Smith. Strictly Stock Motorsports. Brandon, that is a race credit courtesy of John Creighton. That goes to Brandon Smith. And courtesy of George Buck, a $5 prize goes out to Ty Leclerc. We do know that. And then we have some random draws to do here in just a moment. All right. So we have 2 $5 random draws inside the top 7 from Kevin Hankins. And that $5 prize there was courtesy of George W. Buck. All right, let's go ahead and put a bow on this one. Was this just 10 after 10? I thought we would be done about 10:30. That's a pretty good job. How many cautions did we wind up having? Let me see if I can check that out right quick. Info weather. No, it doesn't tell us there. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We'll check that out here. In fact, I'll go ahead and do it. We got to pull them up anyway for the random draws. Let me get that set. I'm going to move this over here. Okay, we'll show off the screen. There we go. How many cautions do we have? We had 12 cautions. Are you kidding me? Look, that was well under the 15 that I set the over-under on. Great job, drivers. A lot of fun right there. Tyler Clare led 196 of the 200. Big congrats there. Alex Cronky with 1. Who else led a lap? And then Aaron Allman led 3. So a total butt kicking, if you will, from Tyler Clare. And his iRating is a 4,000. So, yeah, he's 1,000 off for winning that $100 prize from Buddy Still Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare. But anyway, nice job, Tyler Clare. Whipped some rear end. In fact, whipped some rear end this entire week at Martinsville. He won 3 of the 5 races. A huge shout out to him. Now, let's do some random draws. We had a dedicated prize of equal value for P1. So we'll exclude P1. We'll go P2 through 7 for Kevin Hankins. 2 through 7. If we have a prize, now if it was $15 random draws, we could include him because that prize came in after Kevin Hankins already set his random draws. So, but anyway, equal value, we'll exclude him. We like to spread around the wealth around here. Let me go grab the most popular website known to mankind. You know it, I know it, right here, top of my search history. Random number generator, of course. We're going to go P2 through 7 right here. This is courtesy of Kevin Hankins, everybody. Kevin Hankins, 2 $5 random draws inside P2 through 7. Here we go. Bam! That guy right there, P6. Who was it tonight? Look at him. It's Brandon Smith. He did not win a random draw. You can't win 2 random draws. But Brandon's prize was the lowest amount of X's highest finish, so it's not a random draw. And that goes to Brandon Smith. Brandon, if you'd be so kind to let me know how to pay that out, man, I would really appreciate it. And then our second one goes out to this guy right here. He finished 3rd tonight. Boys, that is Alex De La Rocha. Alex De La Rocha led lap number 7, P3 on lap 17, but he also wins a random draw. Alex De La Rocha for that one. Man, good stuff. Good stuff. Martinsville week was so much fun. Thinking about possibly doing a Bristol race week. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. If we did, it would be no more than 15 cars again. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. We got a couple weeks away until we need to address that. But look, a good time tonight was had, I think, by all. A good time was had by all. I do want to mention that we kicked things off tonight with the Tyler Robinson Big Block Modified Series. And the winner of that is, or tonight anyway, race number 1 was Tyler Clare. Next race, I don't know whenever Tyler can run them. We'll run them. We're going to be at Cedar Lake in those Big Block Modifieds. And we're going to keep the points for that. I'll get those points set and sent out tomorrow. Tonight's prizes, I'm pretty dang sure. I mean, there's no way that Tyler Clare did not win the championship. And I don't know where I finished. I don't know where Alex Cronky finished, or definitely P4 and 5. I have no idea. So I'll get those figured out in the morning, and I'll get with each individual prize winner, and please let me know where and how to direct your payment. But, man, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So next race will be at Cedar Lake in those Big Block Modifieds whenever T-Rob can run it. Look, that is going to all but shut us down for the evening. Thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out with me this evening. Did not feel very well when I came on the air. Did not feel well at all. But as the night went on, I started feeling much, much better. So thank you guys for racing and watching. Give me somebody to talk to. I started feeling a whole lot better. Copy that on that. Yeah, I will get all those payments out in the morning for the series that we just completed. I'm going to look to get in the bed here in just a moment. We're all good. Good deal, Gavin. I'm glad to hear that, my man. Stormed out as soon as it was about to hit. Thank God above for that. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff, buddy. Congratulations. I know, and it's heading my way, so I don't know if those storms will intensify or whatnot. Yeah, good deal, Ty. Like I said, I'll get all that taken care of in the morning after I formally get out all the standings so I can kind of take care of it all at one time. But that's what we'll do with that. Congratulations on winning that series. A job well done. Hey, it's Alex D. Boys, could you do the P3 lap 7? Absolutely. Chevy Z. I did not, or Chevy 5, sorry. Chevy 5. Absolutely. And what about your random draw? You want 2 race credits for that? 10-4, copy that. Thanks for letting me know, Alex. I know you definitely solidified P2. I'm 89.77% sure. Brandon Smith, we will put those back in the strictly stock race credit, please. And thank you, Brandon Smith. Thanks for letting me know. man, guys, it truly helps me out a whole lot. And I say that a lot. I mean that. I do say that a lot. But you don't realize how much it helps me out when you guys let me know where to send those payments. So I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But anyway, hey, let's rendezvous here tomorrow night. That's the plan. I don't think I have any other plans. I don't know if we'll kick off and run some Darlington or not. I don't know. We might. Who knows? We may just run Darlington tomorrow night and maybe wind up running it 5 times this week. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get with Tyler Robinson and see where we're at on running Cedar Lake tomorrow night. So we'll see if he can do that. He may not be able to, but nevertheless. Look, I'm out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank God above all those tornadoes have missed northern Kentucky, southern Ohio, and hopefully they die down as they head further east towards my way. But, guys, do appreciate you hanging out. Congratulations, Tyler Care. Great job this week. And until next time, everybody, please stay safe out there. Good night to each and every one of you. And as always, may God above bless you. Take care, everybody.